Hi guys, it's reaction time. We've got Myles Kennedy and Say What You Will. Before I get on to the reaction, a massive thank you to Hell in the Skies. They sent me this through the post this week. They've got a new EP called 2 that's out at the moment. It's amazing. And the EP got sent to me as well. Look at that on vinyl. Beautiful stuff. Opened this yesterday. It's got a clear vinyl, limited edition. This is brilliant. It's heavy. It's doomy. It's a bit southern. It's a bit sludgy. Amazing stuff. And look at that. Evil album cover. Thanks to the band for sending me that. Okay, Myles Kennedy, Say What You Will. I'm scared at the moment to do this. I've got to do it because Myles Kennedy is a massive part of my life, especially the last Myles Kennedy and Alter Bridge since Alter Bridge got together. I'm a massive Alter Bridge fan, although I've sort of, I don't know, with Alter Bridge, I've sort of lost my way a little bit since probably the last 3 albums. Not for me, just not resonated with me. I don't know if it's just me, because you know, even I think there was an improvement on the last Alter Bridge album for sure, from the 2 before, but I've never really felt like I did from the One Day Remains right up to Fortress, where I'm really hooked in and just are so addicted to Alter Bridge. I've sort of lost my way a little bit. I don't like the stuff Myles does with Slash. I've just never got into that. But I really love the Tremonti stuff, and I've actually grown to love the Tremonti stuff more and more. So it's a bit of a strange one with me. And the Myles Kennedy solo stuff, I really liked the first album. I didn't like the second album. I actually prefer it when he goes more into the, this sounds a bit weird, but when he goes more into the real stripped down acoustic stuff, I think that's better. If he wants to go away from Alter Bridge, that's where I prefer him, with the really stripped down, just maybe him and a guitar. You know, I saw him twice on that tour, at a festival once, and then I went to see him at a gig as well on that tour, with the first solo album. Year of the Tiger, wasn't it? And I thought he was great. So, I mean, I am a Myles Kennedy fan. I love his vocals. Although, again, I'm going to get onto the reaction. I know some people be saying, shut the fuck up, especially those Myles Kennedy fans. But I think he's... and people will say, you know, this is bullshit because everyone loves Myles Kennedy's voice. I love his voice. But what I don't like is since he's been singing with Slash, and it was almost instantly changing, and doing Guns N' Roses songs as he did when he first joined Slash, he's adopted this, he doesn't sound like Axl, by the way, but this vocal technique where he's sort of like with his voice a lot. Does that make any sense? Probably not. So I'm hoping, you know, and he left that behind a little bit on the last Alter Bridge album, so I've got some hope, but again, I'm a bit scared because I don't like having a go at my favourite artists. And Myles Kennedy's like a massive artist in the world of rock and metal now, isn't he? And like I said, part of my life since, how many years Alter Bridge been going? 20 years or something? Over 20 years. Anyway, Myles Kennedy, Say What You Will. This is coming from the forthcoming album, The Art of Letting Go, coming out on October the 11th. Here we go. I find it a bit lifeless, man. I quite like the chorus, it's alright. It's sort of like an ascending chorus that's sort of like, but it feels very paint by numbers to me. And he's doing that vocal thing, man. No more. He doesn't need to, he never used to do that. And now the problem with it now is that because I don't like that style that he does, I'm listening for it. And as soon as like he did it in there, I'm like, oh man, you don't need to do that. That's not saving. People said to me when I've said about it in the past, oh, that's a part of saving his vocals as he's getting older. I don't know, man. I don't think he needs to do it. You know, he's singing at a lower range in this song in particular. I think it's just a thing that he's adopted and it's become something like he does. And I just don't like that part of it. He's got so much power in his voice, even at his age. And I know he's like my age, I believe. It's 50 something. And I don't think he, you know, needs to do that style. And literally he has only done that since he started working with Slash. I don't care what anyone fucking says. You look at, for instance, if you watch the Live in Amsterdam DVD of Blackbird, you just watch that one in particular, you listen to his vocals on there. Literally not long after he worked with Slash, then you listen to the Live at Wembley, which I was at, that one. I was at that gig. You listen to that DVD and he's already adopted that. You can hear it all the way through Blackbird. And I think it was just got into singing these Guns N' Roses songs and that fucking vocal that twat Axl Rose does all the time, all the fucking time. And I think he just adopted it by singing those songs, and he ended up doing it and bringing it into his vocals now. And I don't need to do it, man. It just fucking grates me a little bit, because someone who's such a fucking brilliant vocalist like Myles Kennedy and doesn't need to do it. I don't think he needs to do that. I think it's just become part of his style now. But I know I shouldn't worry about that too much. It's not all about that. But this song in general is very, it's sort of like so middle of the road. It's like a rock song, but sounds like 1,000 other rock songs. And when you listen to Water Bridge or Tremonti or whatever, you know they're a special outfit and you want to hear something that no other band does. And I think that's the problem with this Myles Kennedy song here. I don't hate it. I don't know if I'll listen to it again. But it just feels like a run-of-the-mill rock song to me. And where you could, like, you know, you could probably hone in just on his vocals. You know, they're just at this lower range now. I can understand him singing at a lower range. He even did on, I think he has been the last couple of Water Bridge albums. You know, he's not really stretched, and you can understand that. He's fucking 50 odd years old, man. He's still got an amazing voice, but I don't know. I feel like I hate like being negative towards Myles Kennedy because he's been such a big part of my life. But just one of those things, isn't it? You just got to say what you feel. Anyway, here we go for the rest.
Oh, do you think you are just one more voice in the dark? But I'll pay no mind. Sing
The video's quite cool, man. Like the School of Rock type thing. That's quite cool. I don't know, man. He was all right, man. You know what I mean? But I think high expectations with Myles Kennedy and Alter Bridge and anything that Tremonti does outside of there as well. It's just high expectations. I mean, I didn't like the last album. I did a review of the Myles Kennedy's last album, and it was ups and downs, you know, and mainly negative. And I think I remember a fan putting, it's art. Does that make it good then? It's all art. Music is art, and it's the artist doing it. But just because it's art, does it make the album good? Well, no, it doesn't, because not all art is good, is it? I mean, you see these fucking paintings that are up, and looks like someone's shit across looks like someone's put paint up their arse and just squeezed a poo out, and it's gone all over the canvas. Is that good? Some people would say, yeah, it comes from the heart, man. It's all art, but I don't fucking know. I don't know if I'm a bit. I would say, is it that I'm, you know, got fatigue of Alter Bridge and Myles and all that. But then again, I've turned more onto Tremonti, so that, you know, I haven't got fatigued of the Tremonti stuff. So it's a weird one. It's a really, I can't really explain it, but you do get fatigued with some bands, don't you, where you listen to them so much. I mean, I fucking played One Day Remains up until Fortress. I think those albums, I literally played them to death. And perhaps then by the time I got to more stuff, if it weren't quite on the same quality, I've gone off it a bit. I don't know. Anyway, this is no, you know, Alter Bridge fans, Myles Kennedy fans, please just understand that I'm a massive fan. They're the band, Alter Bridge are the band that I've seen more than any other band. So it just, you know, I'm looking probably for perfection. I don't know. Anyway, Myles Kennedy, say what you will. The album, The Art of Letting Go, is coming out on October 11th. I'm really interested in listening to the album. Like I said, I hope there's some more stripped back sort of acoustic sort of stuff. I think when Myles does that, it gets me emotionally a little bit more. Anyway, let me know what you think of it in the comments below, guys, and I'll see you soon.